So, good morning, students, and my well wishers and my subscribers. So, sorry to say you that due to some technical issues, my last channel is having some problem. So, for you guys, I'm just starting a new channel for you guys, and I anticipate that whatever the supports you can give me in the last channel, same support you can give me here. And also, I anticipate that from my side, I give you total interview preparation for any companies. My main motto is word in Odisha and outside Odisha, my students are so strong in the programming areas, they can easily face interview. Now, without wasting the time, I'm just enter into another topic that is a very powerful variable also, that is instance variable. Now the question is saying, what is instance variable and why I declare an instance variable in Java? I saw that most of the students prepare instance variable or any variable in a that is a different manner. They can repeatedly tell that. But you have to also tell why I declare the instance variable in Java. So first is, what is instance variable? Remember, instance variable declared within the class but outside the method and constructor and block also. It is declared within a class. See, I write here in data double, that is sum. They are instance variable because they are declared within a class but outside the method and constructor. Instance variable can be declared by any access specifier. I can declare it by private, I can declare it by protected, I can declare it by public, I can declare it by no access. No issues are there. Instance variable is simply called as object variable. When we construct the object, the size of the object depends on which variable, instance. Take an example, X is a class having two instance variables. One is a data, another one is what? Shall. Data is of int type, shall is of tuple type. So you know that when I construct the object of the X class, it must occupy, that is 12 byte of memory. 12 byte of memory it will occupy. So simple word, the size of the object depends on the instance variable available in the class. Instance variables are initialized by JVM at the object creation time. So who initialized the instance variable? JVM at the object creation time. Now, n number of objects I construct, n number of times instance variables are initialized. For example, here you see within the main method, I construct new X. I am calling the constructor by new keyword that creates the first object. You know that when I construct the first object, the size of the object depends on which variable? Instance, data, and shall. I'm not initialize the data, I'm not initialize the shall. So at the object creation time, JVM initialize it through the default value of the data types. What is the default value of int is 0? What is the default value of double is 0.0? Now, same way, when I construct the second object by calling the constructor through new keyword, the second object is constructed, and here also, that is, data is initialized by 0, shall is initialized by 0.0, because as a programmer, I am not initialized the instance variable. Here also you face one question that I construct 5 objects. How many times instance variables are initialized? 5 times. For every object, instance variables are initialized by JVM. Then they ask you the question, what is auto-initialization? You tell that, sir, if I declare an instance variable and I am not initialize it, then at the object creation time, they are auto-initialized by JVM through the default value of the data types. This concept is called as auto-initialization. So fine, that's all about the concept of instance variable. Simple words, instance variable is object variable. The size of the object depends on instance variable. N number of times I construct an object, n number of times instance variables are initialized. So this is the way you can express the concept in front of word examiner. Now, I move to the next part. What the next part is? Advantage of declaring instance variable in Java. Why I declare instance variable in Java? That is the main point. Because where I declare local variable, where I declare instance variable, where I declare static variable, where I declare constant, where I declare final variable, you have to understand. Otherwise, you are unable to declare a variable. Now you see the first advantage. Store the object specific data. I'm an object. I have some specific data. For example, I have a name. I have some gender. I have some age. I'm getting some salary. So these data of the object must be stored in an instance variable. Second, exist up to that extent object exists. You know that I construct the object means it must occupy the memory from the heap, and the instance variable occupy the memory from the heap area for that object. When the object job is over, instance variable job is also over. Object is cleared means instance variable automatically cleared. That is that points you have to explain. Third one is accessible throughout the class and outside the class also by object. Throughout the class you can access it, outside the class you can also access it, but outside the class you can access it through the object. Next one is support object-oriented programming. Yes, it supports that is inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. These are the pillar of word object-oriented concept. So instance variable is basically required for all the pillars of object-oriented concept. So these are the concepts of instance variable. So please remember, when you are facing an interview in any companies like Deloitte, you are facing the question from Oracle, you are facing that is the interview in case of any companies, product-based companies or service-based companies. If they ask you the question, please prepare or please explain in this way. Don't tell that what is instance variable. You tell that why I use instance variable. First you explain what is instance variable. Then you explain why I use instance variable. So at last, if you like my that is explanation, then you please subscribe our channel and you just share that is my channel in front of your friends, relatives, anywhere. So please subscribe my channel. And in this area, I must give you some ideas and courage to face the interview. My main motto is you guys never face any problem in case of interview. Thank you guys.